Hey guys, Tyre here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossroads. Playing for today's morning in the north, we have LololoerShadow playing as Ostheer, who has encirclement, German infantry, and Jaeger infantry. And from the south, we have Negev playing as Soviets, immediately going for airborne troops. This is a Patreon backer submitted game. Negev has a rank of 370-ish. Shadow. Saying Shadow from here on out. Round rank 650. These guys do also have a couple of arranged games together, so I'm not sure if they're friends or if after playing this match they decided to team up for a few matches. But I thought it was worth mentioning. So MG doing a good job of control through the centre. Conscripts probably should be behind the heavy cover. Getting in close to the building like this does make sense unless you've got Molotovs at this stage. Squad jumping in and out of this building. Does get chipped away at though by the MG42. Conscripts out in the open. Getting quite low. It is inside the building, refusing to drop any models. Hanging on to their DPS quite nicely. There you go, the conscripts from the building getting blasted out pretty quickly by that MG42. Looks like the Grenadiers are going to try to cycle into the building, the fresh, healthier squad. The low health squad are going to jump out. MG42 jumping into the building. Pretty strong building, all things considered, these ones in the centre for the machine gun. But yeah, Negev with that conscript positioning up close to the building. Definitely not doing as well as he could be. Going for medics now for conscript start, as you would expect with this commander. MG just happy to camp out. Conscripts making their first attempt, coming across to the other side of the map.
Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital
Inside the building, working well for Shadow. A fresh squad of conscripts arrive, should be able to win that one. These conscripts should be able to beat those pies as well. Especially with those model drops, very favourable for Negev. Combination is forced away on the far side. Still not quite there for the airdrop weapons. Probably going to see tier 2 come up at this stage if I had to guess. He's coming out to the far side. The thing is, you know, with this machine gun positioning, like I can understand it if maybe he was giving up the central building, could allow him quite a lot of control through the middle, but camp back here when there's already a squad inside the building over here. Doesn't seem likely that it'll actually receive much action. Maybe could be better off trying to hold the far side. He's had to give up the building now, of course, but you know, there's a good minute and a half or so where that machine gun was in the building. Not doing much. Grenadiers losing on that side. Rifle nade out to try and win this one. Good connection. Negative cover on the retreat path. Negev got to be careful there. Does have another squad of conscripts coming in. Grenadiers trying to reposition. They just had to stand and fight there and hope for the best. It looks like it's going pretty well though. Grenadiers holding on to their model counts and they end up winning that one. That was a close call. Bit of good fortune. Tech coming up now for Negev. Does have a couple of units back here. Does have 2 command points now as well. And here comes the first crate of SVTs. 222 about to pop out. Good timing for it as well. Before 6 minutes. So pretty cookie cutter stuff from both players. I know we've been seeing a lot more 4 Grenadier starts as of late in the tournaments, but 3 greens into a faster 222 also
We are losing territory.
strong option. Probably like the second most common option. And the one that I personally prefer using as well. Well, tech is up. I'm getting pretty close to the fuel and manpower for a T-70, so it's going to be a pretty fast T-70 to follow this up as well. Telemine going down there. We're getting close to being spotted by the conscripts, but perhaps not.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
And combat engineers just forgotten about in the base for quite some time. Heavy cover gone, so it makes it a lot tougher for those conscripts to fight against the building there. Through decapping the fuel again. Here comes the MG42 though. Combining the 222, which is doing some pretty reasonable damage. Sometimes in these early stages, especially if you've got a read that you're not up against guards, you can just drive and close on the conscripts. Do an anti-tank grenade check, you know. So if you're constantly playing safe with your 222, you're going to end up doing less damage overall. And most players do not go for anti-tank grenades before they get their own light vehicle out. But yeah, you got to make sure that, as I said, no guards coming, because anti-tank grenade and guard focus fire could be bad news, or perhaps if there was a whole bunch of other units nearby, they could also backfire. But in a safe, controlled environment, can lead to a lot more damage from the 222 in the midterm. Screwing forwards this time, threatening the anti-tank grenade, which is not even ticking at this stage. But now is the timing where you would expect it to be ticking after T-70 is already out. So right to dodge away Negev at this stage. Do have a pack out, but it's under pressure from the SVTs. Be careful if it gets too low on health. You know, you have to send it back to heal up, reinforce. Not able to assist against the T-70. And you have to take a massive backward step. Missing his first shot there as well. It's always a sad story. Oh, Grenadiers went down. Guess inside the building. Sorry, I can't even activate the wipe counter on this one. I forgot to activate dev mode. Good bit of damage. Pack could get the kill here. And does. Pack is decrewed by the SVTs. 90 tank grenades still from Negev. Looks like he's going to try jump on some of these support weapons, but we've got some Panzer Grenadiers there to shut that down. They're getting the G43 upgrade as well. Going to make them a lot more well-rounded in the mid to long range. And there we go. A lot of retreats forced. LololoerShadow able to hold on to these support weapons at the moment. Got an anti-tank gun rolling out for Negev. If he had ticked anti-tank grenades, that could have gone completely differently. But getting caught short there. And Pyro's coming out to recruit, going for the machine gun first, which I think is the right choice. Allow you to keep the pack safe while you wait for another squad to get there to pick up the anti-tank gun. Does mean slower repairs on the 222, so if that does run into the Zis, that would be nasty, but gets spotted by the Grenadiers, so should be able to avoid any Zis damage. And Shadow going for a few G43s on the Grenadiers as well as the Panzer Grenadiers.
We have been assigned fresh
This is behind the building at the moment. Peagrins can probably spot it. Oh, it's just out of sight behind the shrubs. Did reveal itself there though, firing a couple shots at the Peagrins. Conscripts do have the vet advantage, so they should win this one. Greedy is still very far away from vet 2. And we've got a Dishka rolling through for Negev as well. Just barrage into their machine gun in the building. Does mean the 222 knows the exact range of the Zis. Can stay out of harm's way, and we've got a Jaeger command squad brought in. As this AoE actually destroys the Telemine. Big mistake from Shadow, setting up machine gun under fire from the conscripts. Just gets out of there though. That was a close call. And Negev taking control on that right hand side now. Oh, this could be danger for the 222. Just out of range of that Zis again. Hose are available for some repairs now. Don't ideally want to be charging head on into units behind heavy cover like this. So I had to sneeze there. Second anti-tank gun already from Negev. That's quite early on. Guess it means he has manpower to burn though. Still no anti-tank grenades though. Take a quick look at the KD. Yeah, generally you'd see a much bigger advantage to Shadow. But not in this particular occasion. I think, you know, going for the airborne troops does kind of dampen that effect down. Since they get the weapon upgrades earlier, the conscripts enables them to go toe-to-toe with Grenadiers earlier. Oh, just spinning around. 222 could go down. It's very low, still alive. Didn't activate the AP ammo. Good MG positioning there, shutting down the cut-off attempt. Conscripts, meanwhile, capping on the far edges, getting a lot of territory control going. Full SVTs as well from Negev. Was that the last set of SVTs brought in just then? Ordinarily, I would say probably worth trying to leave like one conscript, unless you get them all like very early on. One conscript available for the 7-man upgrade, because it's very handy to have 7-man conscripts being able to recrew, pick up an anti-tank gun or something on the ground and merge into it, have it at full strength immediately. That is very helpful. Can save some manpower. Well, there we go. Double anti-tank guns make short work of that 222.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Close call. I think Shadow should have chased in all the way there. Those G43s so good at the run and gun. Could have got the wipe, I think. Gives up on the chase early. Tier 3 tick coming up now for Shadow.
The enemy is taking our territory.
A little bit short on manpower for a medium tank though. Light artillery barrage on the fuel to stop the decap. I think that's a little bit of a waste. Better off saving that to try drop on the double anti-tank guns, I would say. Quite easy to dodge in that circumstance as well. SVTs maybe try to sneak around the corner, but getting focused down by the machine gun quite nicely. And we've got the tier 4 tick up now for Negev as well. Both players just a little bit of manpower short of bringing in their first medium tank. Okay, got the G43 Panzer Grenadiers. They've got the ambush camo as well. It's able to sneak around the side of the Dishka. We've got another conscript squad back there. Should be able to win this fight against the Grenadiers. In fact, we've got another conscript there as well. Tossing out that grenade, not really much of a result from it though. And first T-34 on the works in the early stages. Oh, predictive bundle grenade, but the squad jumped in just a tiny bit too late. Not a bad idea from Shadow though. Just didn't get the reward. The anti-tank guns chased away. But yeah, do remember Jaeger Command Squad has the flare. Be very helpful for spotting those double anti-tank guns. Keeping your medium tank safe once it arrives for Shadow. It's going for battle phase 3 after ticking tier 3. A little bit indecisive.
We are losing a sector.
So yeah, looks like this particular tech structure is going to be a bit of a waste of resources having built it.
A sector has been cut off.
And could make the hold over the next couple minutes a bit shaky for Shadow. Hasn't gone for a second anti-tank gun yet. Still has to build that tier 4 tech structure. Does have the pyros back there to start construction on it immediately though. So I'm guessing we're going to see a Panther. So going to get that going as fast as possible. But in the meantime, one pack against this T-34 could struggle. It is coming through the center, maybe going for some cut-off plays. Keeping's hiding in their camo at the moment, going for the central cap. Incendiary rounds activated. Not that scary for the T-34. But maybe saw the pack coming in through the back. Oh! I guess they jumped into the building. I don't see the corpse on the outside. That building was ultra weak. Big loss on the P-greens there. That is really painful. Oh, Werfer first for Shadow. Uh-oh. Well, this is going to be a very tough hold. Werfer, you know, against double anti-tank guns, Dishka should be pretty effective, but at the same time, only one pack to deal with. Soon to be 2 T-34s is going to be very, very difficult. Putting a second pack now.
Supply lines have been cut.
The packs are, of course, sometimes vulnerable to the Zis barrages. I suppose one good thing about this approach maybe negates the ram rocket run combo. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very tough hold for Shadow, attempting this kind of tactic. But it is a crossroads, can take a while to drain off the VPs. Shadow not even down by 100 at this stage.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Hard to get that triple cap going. Dropping in another Dishka now, Negev. This building also quite low in health. Oh, where's this Werfer going? Oh, it's in range! It's in range of the Zis! The Zis is on barrage mode though. T-34 diving in, but there's 2 packs waiting. T-34 missing the Werfer. Gets around the side, we've got a couple of grenadiers there approaching for the Faust. Oh, the crush action is nasty. Grenadiers retreating. Werfer back there, but the T-34 can't find it. Werfer behind the building. T-34 misses again. In hot pursuit. Double packs lining up. Oh, and they take it down. Drop the planes into... Oh, that was Shadow. So T-34 couldn't escape from that direction. Oh boy, Shadow, extremely lucky those Zis's just kept barraging instead of just stopping and killing the Werfer that was in Zis range. Here comes another T-34 going in for another dive on prioritized vehicles. So close, there we go, picks it off this time. Takes a shot though, could have trouble extracting with the Grenadiers firing off the Faust. Well, the plane's coming in for Negev this time. T-34 going to try come back out this direction, which is a horrible idea. That's where the double packs were. It's a lucky shot though, decrewing one of them. The other one getting to work. One more shot required, or it could be another Faust. No, it doesn't have munitions for another Faust. Yeah, very bad idea from Negev to back away in that direction. Oh, conscripts. Under pressure. Didn't manage to recrew that decrewed Zis either. Airborne guards called in to try and get this going in the way of the Negev. Picked up and loses the Grenadier squad in the process. Smoke grenade out. Airborne guards up against, you know, high vet squads. They do struggle. The command squad going chasing, hoping for the wipe down the road. Not able to get it. Looks like a couple models had to reload. Meanwhile, the SVT conscripts stopped the Zis steal. Should be able to recrew that here quite safely as well. But if I was Negev with T-34 in the base, I'd probably try kill the bunker and try drive out the other side. Away from the double Zis. But does manage to somewhat salvage the situation, holding on to the Zis. Still has better territory control as the dust settles. And Shadow also sacrificing a Grenadier, trying to pick up that decrewed Zis. Falling further behind in terms of infantry now. It looks like Negev going to try go for some territory capture after that. Go for the triple cap perhaps.
Awaiting command.
A lot of reinforcements going down. Double packs coming out to the left. Negev though with a lot of reinforcements, you know, bringing in those panic guards, costing him perhaps his manpower for the next tank. And having gone for, you know, solo SVT conscripts, never going to get that reinforcement bonus from the 7-man upgrade. Looks like Shadow going to go for a Brumbia on the back of that. Oh my god! Whoa. What? Where's the unit? Where'd the card go for them? Where's the UI indicator for this squad? What? The building got flashed just as they're jumping in. What kind of crazy bug is that?
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
I have seen this happen once before though, something similar to this. Very strange. I wonder if they can retreat. You still see a lot of things on their indicator. So I imagine that they can from the replay's observer. Sometimes you cannot. I think we saw something like a Dishka doing something funny like this as well. Here comes the Brumbia, and the conscripts are able to retreat. I wonder if after retreating or after reinforcing they'll be able to get their indicator back. Do have the double Zis for Negev, but they're both back at base. Both require some reinforcements. And he seems to be having a little bit of trouble with the manpower upkeep at this stage.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Doing a few donuts. But yeah, Negev not able to get the triple cap going, so the points are draining out very slowly. Maybe should be a high focus for Negev. I think we saw earlier, like he had 2 conscript squads around here. The one that was closest to the fuel ran to the fuel. The one that was closer to the Axis base ran for the VP capture, but maybe it should have been a high priority. Closest squad to the VP running straight to that. Try drain off those points a touch faster. Has managed to reinforce everything back up though. Brombeer still low on vet, no bunker buster anytime soon. So it should allow this better opportunity to counter the Brombeer. More guards on the attack. Brombeer coming out to the far side. There's not much going on over there. Late retreat on the machine gun, but looks like he'll get away just fine. And Brombeer coming back in. Once again, Shadow going for fuel. By the time he's got enough manpower for just about any vehicle, he has fuel to burn at this stage.
We have an isolated sector.
So probably shouldn't be a high priority. Once again, should be jumping on those VPs. Guards V1 ability called in. Does manage to decrew one of the packs. Not that they have anything to shoot at currently. Double this lining up on the Brombeer. One more shot and it's dead. Don't quite manage it. Going for some attack grounds, but no reward. A little bit too late. Grenade coming out. Good dodge from the airborne guards. We also were throwing a grenade, but interrupted by the suppression. And good work here from Shadow, you know, coming out to the far side, capping the VP over here. Turning the drain against Negev. Do have a disco on the far side though. Brombeer, a lot of repairs, only one Pio for repairs, and it's not Vet 2 yet either, doesn't have the repair speed boost. And on the back of this, once again, going for another Werfer. This is more of like a team game style build, I would say. In 1v1, going for like a Brombeer Werfer is very hard. Very hard to maintain that kind of build without getting completely overwhelmed in the armor department. Even with double anti-tank guns like Shadow has. Can't really spread them across the map effectively enough. Good work here from Shadow though, behind the heavy cover. Takes quite a while before that squad gets suppressed and has enough time for the other squad to come in and flank the machine gun. No, looks like the conscripts still don't have their unit QI indicator up. Might make them a little bit harder to control for Negev. Got the Werfer out now. See what that chooses to target first. Brombeer freshly repaired, coming out to this side as well. Conscripts oorahing in. Did not manage to get an anti-tank grenade off. Now they're on the retreat. I wonder how they appear. No, they still appear on the attack map. Interesting. We'll be taking a lot of damage, having to back out again. Nearly Vet 1 though. Once that bunker buster is online, get a lot more easy damage out of the Brombeer. Oh, bad time to pack up the machine gun just as the squad comes in from the side. T-34 out for Negev. Oh, where was that squad going? That retreat. Oh, that's what they're doing, trying to provide sight of the Brombeer, but in the meantime, T-34 hanging around for too long in front of the double packs. Down that goes. Rebuild on the combat engineers. Didn't manage to knock out the Brombeer with those planes either. Guard's going to use their Vet 1 ability on the machine gun out the back. Catch those grenadiers as well. Doesn't do a huge amount of damage. But get the pin going though. We'll come off the pin though, since they weren't being fired at for a long time there. We'll go for a double Zis barrage to have the conscripts nearby. Oh, and the machine gun not retreating. Another conscript squad coming in from a different angle. Here comes the Werfer. Double anti-tank guns are on the move. But the Werfer strike into the retreat path. Both the Zis go down. Conscripts are still alive over there. SVT conscripts gonna make sure that Shadow can't pick up the machine gun safely. But the Bombardiers there could come in to assist. Doubles S did get decrewed, so you don't really need to repair that up to full this particular fight. It would be quite a good idea to come down here and destroy these Bombardier with double pack support. We got double Bombardier, in fact.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Negev going for a rebuild on the T-34. In this case, I think this is a kind of a bad idea at this stage. The double anti-tank gun's about to get destroyed. So you're going to be lacking a bit in an anti-tank to deal with the Bombardier, and the Ram plus rocket run is inconsistent. You can't reliably kill a Bombardier with that, so I think the Su-85 would have been the way to go here. Double Bombardier is now going to be very hard to deal with. And had, more than enough fuel to go for that instead. A couple of mines coming down from Negev, which is a pretty good idea. Don't know if any tanks will come through there, but maybe an infantry squad. Oh wow, what a nasty Werfer strike. Here come the double Bombardier behind that. Engineers jumping on top. Can the Bombardier stop the escape? Big damage coming through. Is he going to go for the full-on base inspection? T-34 coming in from the side, spotted by the Grenadiers, so the Bombardier decide to back away. But for the first time, pretty much all game, I'd say. Seems like Shadow in the driver's seat here. We're for getting some consistent wipes. The double Bombardiers boxing out Negev's army. Doesn't have the double Zis anymore, lacking an anti-tank. And his composition is just like a sitting duck for the double Bombardier, really. Given the lack of the double Zis now. Bombardier can even just go head-to-head against the T-34 as well. Shells take a while to connect sometimes, but do work. There we go, T-34 making some moves. The double packs there, Bombardier connecting. T-34 circling around. Oh, but stopping in the arc, and that allows a second connection from the packs. The rockets coming through. Wasted T-34 there for Negev. And that's pretty much exactly what you would fear happens. T-34 wasted. Didn't even get a ram off. The planes didn't do any damage out of munitions for further planes at this stage at least. The idea now for Negev, trying to play on the edges, away from the double Bombardier, hold on to as much territory as possible and get out on an Su-85. That artillery barrage, good dodge. Gonna make a dash for the VP perhaps. Engine damage on one of those. Gonna slow it down a good chunk, because still only one Pioneer for Shadow. Might need to go for a second. With a strike into the base, 2 squads back there. Targeting the base HQ itself though. This is typically like the retreat area. Need to go slightly off to the side. Second pyre coming in for Shadow now. I think that's a wise decision. And the points. Triple cap about to be running against Negev. He's going for the Su-85 now. Took quite a long time to save up for that though. Conscripts could have popped the Ura. Oh, didn't even need to. Got the anti-tank grenade off nonetheless. And at this stage, if you're Shadow, I know that there are some strong abilities, the light artillery barrage, the grenades and whatnot, but a bunch of Talamines would go a long way No sweeper for Negev. The Brumbiers are very vulnerable to getting flanked. So if we can find the time to plant some tellers, that would be huge.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies. We have a new SU-85.
Tank grenade out again, but the Brumbier was healthy. Doesn't take an engine crit from it. Conscripts in the center here in front of the double Brumbier. They survive. Here comes the SU-85 again. Roofer into the corner. Combat engineers were already low in health, so they end up getting wiped by that. And yeah, and then Negev perhaps realizing, okay, yeah, I've got 200 fuel in the bank, don't really need the fuel. Go for the VP capture instead, which is a wise choice. Shadow going for the VP on the other side as well. This could be a wipe though. Double Brumbies, even just the machine guns chasing this down, could get the job done. And there goes a conscript. That's the first conscript loss from Negev this game. Double combat engineers, but yeah, first conscript down. They don't last long in front of the double Brumbier. It's the first shot from the SU-85, but it seems like it only partially connected. Didn't look like that was a full 160 damage shot.
Supply sector under attack.
Oh my gosh. Conscript's getting blasted out. There we go. Connecting now. Smoke out though. Shadow. Conscript's uraying in to jam the capture. They died. They did die. You can't see. Hard to see the unit. But they were truly gone this time. SU-85 perhaps playing a little bit too timidly. Not driving through for any attack grounds through the smoke. And now Negev in a bit of trouble. Going for another T-34 though, not giving up on the Ram combo. We've got a third Brumbier meanwhile for Shadow. So definitely a second SU-85 would have been the better option, but don't think Negev has seen the third Brumbier yet. Here we go, coming through. Engine damage on one of them. Front of the SU-85, we've got the Werfer coming through. The other double packs. They're coming through now, a little bit too late. SU-85 having some pathing issues. Getting around the flag. Shoots a shot at one of the healthy Brumbiers though. And the SU-85 decides to give up the chase. Probably should have been able to kill that Brumbier with the engine damage, but it ends up getting away alive there. SU-85 creeping forwards again, but the double pack's over there this time. It's a wise choice. Here come the double Brumbier again. Oh, I took this off focus sight mode, okay. Conscript's going for the cap on the far side. Double Brumbier going to shut that down real fast, and it's quite low, well, a little bit low in health already. Dodging off to the side. We're not seeing like hold fire active for the Brumbier, not like a whole bunch of attack ground action from Shadow. Which is understandable. It probably would be quite hard to control 3 Brumbier like that. But it's typically best, especially going for those like moving target wipes. Attack grounding into their retreat path and then waiting for the slow projectile to hit. Oh boy, this could be nasty. Oh, that's not really working out. T-34 trying to get around the rear, but unsuccessful. SU-85 though, coming in from the other angle. Pack circling around. SU-85 missing a crucial shot. There goes the Werfer. Got the anti-tank plane coming in for Shadow though on the SU-85. Oh, and he drives forwards, so he takes more damage from it in the end. SU-85 goes down. One Brumbier goes down as well. Might be able to catch another one. No, the pack able to finish off the T-34. If he got behind the smoke and the wreck there, maybe he could have finished off that Brumbier. Would have been tough, I suppose, with the second pack there as well, but might have happened. Overall, that would have been a very good move for Negev if the SU-85 didn't die. In the end, it comes a relatively even trade, but Shadow with the better composition at this phase. No counter to these Brumbiers, and there goes a conscript squad. Up in smoke in front of the double Brumbier, just landing at the both landing at the same time is what I was trying to say there. Ouch. Only one conscript squad left now, so it's going to be harder to get engine damage on these Brumbiers going forwards as well. Conscripts wrapping around, going for a cheeky anti-tank grenade. Got the SU-85 coming from the other angle. Gives up on the anti-tank grenade idea though. Did have an opportunity to do it. A bit of damage there from the SU-85 to start things off. Jishka coming through the center. Might be able to get the decro on that pack. That would be nice for Negev. He really needs something like that, but here comes the light artillery barrage. Could lose his Dishka in return. Pack did get decrewed at least. Could perhaps go for the steal if he has some conscripts nearby. No. Still back at base healing up.
Guard squad ready. Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
And now a Panther coming in for Shadow that should perhaps even allow Shadow to close out this match. Just the one SU-85 knows this. One snaring squad in support. Probably not going to do the job. No munitions for a grenade there for Shadow. So I think he's right to pull back. SU-85 going for the kill on the decrew pack. Overall, would probably be nice if he could just pick that up. And does that now after dropping it under half health. Okay. Oh boy, and the other pack getting decrewed on the far side by the stolen machine gun. Here come the planes again. And in from the far side though. Taking too long to arrive, the Brumbier getting out of there. But yeah, okay, that pack steal, a good start for Negev, getting a second T-34 popping out very shortly as well. Gonna kill this pack, which I can understand. And triple cap getting set up. Shadow struggling for territory control, going for a rebuild on the pack. Full steam ahead on the repairs for the double Brumbier. But splitting the pios, I think ideally you'd want double pios on the high vet one. Repair that up as fast as possible, then shifting over to the other. But maybe the way that Shadow uses his control groups, splitting up the double Brumbier is a little bit too challenging. Okay, T-34 again. The Panther back there. Not quite in range. Shadow ticking down. And missing its first shot. The pack back there as well. T-34 coming back in. Easy damage from the Panther. SU-85, okay, gets a shot through as well. Guards calling in their strafe. Panther charging in here. Misses its shot though. And those Vet 3 guards are now starting to shred the Grenadiers. You know, with the G43s, they're not very good at long range comparatively. So the Airborne guards really ripping in. Against the LMG Grenadiers, it's a lot more even of a fight, but G43 is struggling at range at the moment. Where's this Brumbier going? In front of the pack. SU-85 combo. One more shot required. Brumbier trying to get around the side. Oh my god, a miss from the SU-85. But the conscripts with the anti-tank grenades? No, it's on cooldown. Can't use it, and then the light artillery bros decrewing the stolen pack. Could catch the machine gun as well. Here comes the Panther. G43 Greens doing their best. Panther looking for the kill on the T-34. The double Brumbier. Oh, the T-34 kills the low health Brumbier before going down itself. The machine gun does get decrewed. Did have the sweepers there, so nothing triggering that mine. Double team weapons over here. Right for the picking for Negev. Needs those as well.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And the pressure from the double vehicles.
AT gun is ready for combat.
Shadow with plenty of manpower to build up a large army with now as well. Bunker Buster long range into the base.
Neutralizing a sector.
Catching a few machine gun models there. But a fresh this from Negev, forcing back the Axis tanks. Jumping out to the side as well. Relieving the VP pressure. It's a wise idea. Shadow going for the fuel, which maybe kind of needs the fuel. I think he wants to rebuild the Brumbier again, so it does make some sense. Probably squeeze in one more unit before the second Brumbier is around. Maybe a second machine gun. Good tool for holding on to the victory points. The engineer repairing up. Could do with the sweepers to speed up the repair speeds though. Okay, gave up on the fuel when it was 3/4 capped and then going for the VP instead. Did lose a couple points during that timing. And did allow Negev to pick up at least the anti-tank gun. Still have the MG42 available down here. Okay, S-mines on the VP. That's actually a very good idea as well. And a bunker now also. He's got the munis. I think that is fair. Light artillery barrage will still be a good tool though against the double anti-tank guns. And the bunkers do get killed by SU-85s on focus sight mode pretty quickly. But what is Shadow doing? Okay, going for another Panther is the option. Interesting. Perhaps not necessary against the lone SU-85 at this stage, but see how they go. Rebuild on a conscript coming in for Negev. Okay, there goes the smoke. Grenade through the smoke though. Yeah, a lot of bunkers coming in for Shadow to try and hold on to the points. Generally, I would favour a machine gun over a bunker first, but alright. S-35 camped out over here. Needs to be more towards the center.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Could pick up this machine gun. Shadow.
We need to reestablish our
Okay,
supply
both
lines.
players just sitting around. Not up to much. Here comes the S-35 now. Looks like push through the center coming in. Got the double anti-tank guns there. Could clear off that bunker really fast. Machine gun upgrade about to complete on it. I'll put some sandbags in front of it. Would save it from some attack ground damage perhaps. work out. It takes a walloping from the double anti-tank gun SU-85 combo. Got the double Panthers coming in from the side. That mine got spotted but never swept away. Panther gets an engine crit, and that is enough for Shadow to decide to back out. But the plane's coming in. Oh, he's coming back in. He's going back out. He's doing the hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. And that Panther having all sorts of pathing issues on the corner of the building. Eventually getting out of there. Tank guns are nearby. Panther coming in on the side of the SU-85. The double AT guns holding strong. Double repairs coming through on the Panthers though. I think after taking the mine, there's still enough momentum there for Shadow to continue that push and kill the SU-85, but some more awkward movements. Doesn't end up working out that well. And there you can see the sandbags are soaking a few of those attack ground shots. But the bunker is eventually going to go down. Catching the repairs at an awkward timing. Has to repair that back up to full to remove the engine crit, since that was from a mine, not from an anti-tank grenade. Just removed at 3/4 health. Shadow doing a good job jamming the capture, holding on to the VP. No machine gun upgrade on these Panthers, so they're not terribly good against these conscripts. Try to get the hull gun facing if possible. Maximize the damage that way. T-34 from Negev again. Up on the machine gun. No. Yes. Safer option, especially through the center, where those double anti-tank guns knock out the bunker very quickly. Retreating with that machine gun as well, not necessary. 3 models, full health pretty much. Doing fine. A good grenade here onto the Dishka. A lot of health damage. Forces it away. Center decapped. The conscript's not going to have enough firepower to beat the Vet 3 G43 Grenadiers. And the Jaeger Command Squad coming out of suppression as well. Ura in to jam the capture. We've got a T-34 up here now as well. Getting to work. Off nade, well dodged. Pack coming through the center. Lining up a shot, but packing up. Setting up. Packing up. A bit of indecisiveness there from Shadow. Okay. Double Panthers getting repaired up still. Oh, big hit from the Brumbier. Hanging on by a thread, that conscript squad. Brumbier coming through for some more damage itself. Guards bring in their strafe, minor damage. Grenadiers just charging head on into the machine gun, getting pinned. SU-85 should probably be pushing forwards a touch here, looking for some extra damage on the Brumbier.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Light artillery barrage forcing away the machine gun. Grenadiers going for the capture. We've got the double Panthers mobile now. T-34 in an awkward position. This faced in the wrong direction. SU-85 spins around fast. Goes for the ram, but no planes. And the ram doesn't even quite connect. Goes down before it gets in range. Probably going for a bit of base inspection action. Going to kill the bunker over there. Double anti-tank guns looking for an angle, but the Grenadiers are on top of them here. If the Panthers had machine guns, they could maybe come in here, just circle around the anti-tank guns, get some decrews going. But without the Pinto upgrades, they just don't do enough damage, especially when the hull gun isn't firing, as it often is not during those aggressive circling maneuvers. Old Panther's looking for the Su-85, but not quite able to get it there. Oh wow, I don't know how he managed to cap that machine gun just out of the capping circle. Going for the decap now though with the Jaeger command squad. These airborne guards though, they are performing very impressively. There's actually quite a good use of them. Doesn't manage to get the pin this time though. If they could have pinned, that would have been huge. Conscripts coming around the side, but the Brumbia's there. Minor health damage. Double anti-tank guns right on top of these Panthers. Get out of there without too much damage. Second Su-85 coming in now from Negev, which I think makes sense. The dodge on the grenade. But you should probably be trying to use the Zis barrage to clear off that machine gun in the center. Be the easiest way to do things. Brumby coming in right in front of the double anti-tank gun. Su-85 combo that's almost sure to go down here. Here it goes. Double anti-tank guns though. One of them goes down. Double Panthers charging through, looking for the kill on the Su-85. Second Su-85 is about to pop out. One more shot, and the Su-85 is dead. Another Su-85 is coming out on the other side of the base. This Panther takes engine crits. The command squad decrews the other anti-tank gun. Can Negev salvage this somewhat? And maybe knock out one or even both of these Panthers. Looks like Shadow going for the kill on the decrewed anti-tank guns. Discus spins around for the infantry. Conscripts could get an engine crit on the other Panther. That would be devastating. With the light artillery barrage coming through now. Conscripts have to give up on the chase. Retreating through the artillery now. Do so successfully. Dishka just getting to work here, forcing all sorts of retreats. Pye's trying to go for the cap, but jammed by the conscripts over there. So Negev hangs in. Trying to live to fight another day with those Panthers, which is understandable. Maybe could have killed that Su-85 in base, but it would have been very risky. So I can understand the caution. Oh, he needed that Pyo squad for repairs though. Has to give up on one of the Werfers he was constructing. Don't know if the Werfer's 100% necessary. I think a Brumbia is a better option at this stage of the game. The thing is, you know, like such a, you know, we're at an hour in, 29 VPs left. 160 for your teammate or your enemy. How many rocket artillery shots are you expecting to get off for the rest of the game? Like maybe 3 if you're lucky is what I would be thinking. So what are the odds of you getting your money's worth from just 3 Panzerwerfer barrages? Doesn't seem very likely. Because the Brumbier can be sitting there camping the VP, getting a lot of damage done. Smoke out to cover the capture for Shadow. Still has to decap this bit though. Wait for that decap to complete before can start the capture. Here comes the Werfer though. Sprinting away with the Dishka, and that's a big old whiff. Good dodging from Negev. G43 Grenadiers coming from the side, but the other Dishka lining up on them. Oh, and they get suppressed just as they cleared the arc. But the Jaeger command squad does manage to get the cap done. Throwing out some more smoke. Once draining from Negev. Second Su-85 about to complete. The old Panthers still getting repaired up out the back. And the Jaeger command squad working the center very efficiently. Hanging on to the VPs. Conscripts heading out in this direction. Is that bunker to contend with? Double Panthers close to full, not quite there. Looks like the Pyos going for the cap instead. WS-35, so it could be tough for the Panthers. The only pack for Shadow is on extremely low health. The SVT conscript will decrew that in a couple seconds. So this is quite scary for Shadow.
We are losing territory.
Take a weak point. Oh, misses though. Otherwise, I think the Panthers would have jumped in, gone for the kill. Instead, it's going to be the pack getting decrewed here. Just what I was worried about. This MG still covering the center. Conscripts uraying in, hoping for the engine crit. Unsuccessful. Pyos capping on the far side, but the 7-man conscripts there. Not going to quite get there in time to stop the cap though. Points draining out fast from their Negev. About to tick under 100. Double Panthers coming up to the side. The machine gun did get forced away by the guards using their Vet 1 ability. Going to exchange some grenades. Yeah, Command Squad should win that one in close like that. Oh, where's that Panther going? Running right past the WS-35s. That could be the death of one of these Panthers. Oh, bounce though. Crucial moment. Panther missing though as well. Crucial. Another Panther staying in. One Panther backing out with the blitz. Just misses ahoy. And the Panthers get out of that. Conscripts do manage to cap after that. Smoke out. Going for the cap. A little bit clumsy with the Panther utilization there from Shadow. Radius could have sprinted in for the Faust, right? 10 munitions, 25. They did have the munis for it. Slowing down those SU-85s would be huge. Ooh, big whiffer strike. Wipes out one of the conscripts. Is this trying to kill off this bunker, open up the capture on one of the other victory points? It's a little bit exposed over there though. Combat engineers with the sweepers going in afterwards to defuse the S mines while going for the VP cap.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Dishka can often win the MG head to head even though it sets up second. It's the way that it fires, the fast setup time. Often works out quite well for it. G43's coming around the corner though. This barrage. Oh, a lot of health damage onto the Grenadiers, getting caught up in that. They're going to try to lob a grenade in. G43 Green's getting extremely low though in the process. SVT conscript's still working hard.
We have nearly won. The enemy is down to 25 points.
Shadow able to jam the capture. Capping on this side. Big grenade. Conscripts on the retreat after that, but here come the guards. They can fire the LMGs on the move, so they can just charge right into the center. Try and restart that timer. What happened over here? Misclick? Misclick retreat on the Jaeger command squad. Go for strike. Guards get pinned by it, so it does jam the capture for a touch longer. Pyos coming in for the cap next. Points are still draining though. 1 to 2 neutral. It's a slow rate, but it is ticking away. Comes the whiffer. Ooh. Guards just staying alive. Same story with the Dishka. 10 points left for Shadow. Feeling, oh, like he wants to run right into the WS-85s again. Blitzing around the side of them this time though. Getting around. The SU-85's not splitting up at least, so they're just circling to their death. This is connecting. Could see one of the Panthers go down here. Radius capping in the center in the meantime. There goes one Panther. There's 2 more shots and the SU-85 is dead. Some firepower coming through onto the ZIS. And there we go. So Negev getting overwhelmed by the double Panther assault. Loses both the SU-85s. He had everything pointing in that direction as well. Maybe demonstrating why it's so important to have snares against those Panthers. Otherwise they can just bully you. And yeah. Negev now maybe behind. You can see Shadow with a huge army side comparatively. He manages to dodge the Werfer strikes. You know, that's close to 30 pop cap. That's not doing much, I suppose. 12 each. But if those Werfers hit hard, that could be the end. Into the base here. Not very successful. Was that only one Werfer strike? It was. That artillery barrage also onto the base exit. Not very much damage from it though. Su-85 from Negev. Panther though, just about back up to full. We've got a rather forwards bunker now as well. This Dishka getting flanked, grenaded. Triple cap cooking. Negev draining out fast. Here comes the Panther. Probably could have gone for the bully strat with the Grenadier right there. Oh, I didn't have munitions for a Faust. Okay, fair enough then. Got the ZIS coming out now. I've seen the Airborne guards out to the side. Team weapons through the center.
Victory is slipping from our grasp. We have only 50 points remaining.
A lot of manpower still for Shadow. Could build a couple more units here. See Negev capping on the far edge with those combat engineers again. Here it is, jamming the capture for a few more seconds before they have to give it up. And the ZIS clearing off the bunker. Panther coming out to the far side. Activating sprint on those piles to get over here as fast as possible. The engineers backing off. Complete the capture. Buying a bit more time.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Concerts. Run for the capture themselves now. Good Werfer strike. Pinning. Have to give up on the cap. And the Jaeger command squad finishes them off on retreat as well. Pushing forwards. Going for the decrew on the ZIS now as well.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Oh. If he gets engine credit on that Panther, that would be huge. But he's tunnel visioned. Just going for the capture on the VP. Here comes anti-tank grenade now. SU-85 very slow coming through in pursuit though. Should have maybe even got 2 extra shots off at this point. Conscripts doing their best, but they're shooting at the Pyos currently. We've got an MG coming in from the side with the suppression. Shadow able to pick up the decrew pack. Gonna try to turn that against the SU-85. Right down to the wire. Airborne guards deployed over here. I'm not sure what they were up to. Still not draining against anybody, but Shadow able to cap in the center. G43 is going to try apply some more pressure to the Dishka. Then can peel off to the far VP. It's looking like this one is now locked up for Shadow.
Down to our last 25 points. The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Combat engineers going for the cap on the far side again. Move into the incoming path of the conscripts. They can't cap there in time. Machine gun going to go try jam the cap on the far side. Just jump in the capture circle and stop it. Dodge on the Werfer strike. Machine gun crewed by Grenadier models, I think, so they would be able to beat the combat engineers. Command squad working hard. Holding on. 5 points left. This point is neutral. Oh, 1 point left. I don't think it's going to be enough. Not quite in time. Cool. So, Negev had a big advantage there for a good chunk of the game, but some questionable build decisions, constantly building T-34s when needed to go for the Su-85s earlier really cost him a lot. Kind of threw away, I think it was 2 T-34s and allowed Shadow back into the game. Overall, I would say also Negev not very good with Su-85s. Most other players can generally operate them a little bit better, get in for a bit of extra damage here and there, start vetting them up harder, causing more repair times. The Negev kind of just like leaving it sitting out the back, not doing much for most of the time, missing out on a lot of damage. And yeah, that was a bold move from Shadow, just charging forwards with those double Panthers over there. But once again, Negev, like both the Su-85s facing the same direction, not going for like a split on them, allowed them to get circled by the Panthers hard, no snares, losing all but one of the snaring squads and not building a lot of mines. The one mine that I remember being built did shut down one of those double Panther assaults, which probably would have knocked out the Su-85 and perhaps closed the game out even earlier. So yeah, mines would have been huge. But there we go. A brutal VP war. Shadow coming out on top. Well done. Triple Brombears in a 1v1. You don't see that very often. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like a game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.